guys? Welcome to episode of Den of the Midnight with me, Blue. We also have Beebs here, Freiza, Plank, and Bats, and today we're going to be doing a Sonic character tier ranking. Who's excited?
Woo!
I'm super
I am
excited.
very excited.
Good to hear, good to hear. Alright, so we're gonna start immediately with the mascot and the man himself, Sonic the Hedgehog. What do you guys rank him?
Man,
It really depends.
Start.
Like, are we talking current day Sonic or Sonic when he was at his absolute peak?
I think we can all compare these characters to their peak.
Okay.
Okay, because if we're going with Sonic when he was at his peak, I would say he was pretty peak. Current day Sonic is like great.
Yep. So I think it can average out to great.
I will second that. I think he's pretty great. Blue. I think during his peak, he was absolutely peak, but I think it averages out to great. He's solid all around.
I will second that as well, because if you take into account modern Sonic as a whole, he's cool and all, but there are just things that kind of make him lame. Cough, forces.
Oh yeah, the later Sonic.
We'll get to forces. We'll get there.
Yep.
Plank, you?
Nope. Guess not.
Taking the silence as a no.
Yep. Alright. In agreement. Alright. Miles Prower Fox? I got that wrong. Miles Tails Prower.
Tails Prower.
Miles Tails Prower. Okay.
His name is a pun on miles per hour. That's how you remember it.
Yeah.
Power.
Funny
Prower.
pun.
Yep. Alright, we're ranking this little fox here.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna put him below Sonic, because while he's cool and he has his moments like in the adventure games, the later games again kind of really hurt him in my opinion. For example, Lost World and Forces.
Forces.
Because they just make him very whiny and just blah. But his animated cartoon counterparts are pretty funny, especially the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog one. So I'd say Tails is not bad.
Not bad.
I wholeheartedly agree. As someone who recently finished the hero stages in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, I never want to see Tails' stupid mech ever again!
Oh my god, don't remind me about that.
I never want to see that goddamn mech!
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Tails is not bad. He's not mid, thank God. Like he's sometimes annoying. I remember an episode from the TV show where he was so embarrassed about like his real name being like out there. I was like, oh man, that was such a long time ago for me. But man, he's not bad. He's not great. I think.
Yeah.
I think he has moments where he is.
Yeah.
Tails does better in like spin-off media.
Yeah, he definitely does.
So true.
He has his own
So
games,
true.
like
He does.
Oh my
Sky
God.
Patrol. I remember that's one game that he's in. Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to Knuckles, my man.
Oh
The
my
main-
God, there he is.
He
Knuckles
has.
is peak.
He is.
Nonchalant dreadhead.
He might have to go in peak. He's.
Yeah.
Exaggerated swagger of a teenage
he is so
hedgehog.
I
great.
mean, did Sega destroy his like backstory? His character, yes.
Yes.
They
Yes.
made him into a knucklehead, the stereotypical power. Oh, I'm dumb.
I mean, he's kind of been a knucklehead always, though. Like
No, not-
Sonic X and Sonic Boom were probably some of my favorite like versions of him, especially Sonic X.
Yeah.
But no, Knuckles has always been a very great character. I will agree that they have made him a bit dumbed down in the movies, but I think overall he's still a peak ass character.
He definitely.
The comics
I
are
mean-
what made Knuckles absolute peak.
Oh
Like-
my God, yeah.
He got his own mini-series in the Archie comics. That shows how much of an absolute goat this character is. Like, Knuckles' backstory is so good, they do nothing with it.
Yep. Also, you wanted to talk.
I
Bats?
will.
Sorry.
Like that?
Yes, I do. I would like to talk, Blue. I appreciate it. Despite the fact like things like Sonic Boom and later media portraying Knuckles as an idiot, he's still pretty cool. I mean, he can glide, for God's sake.
Oh my god, that's so
I
overpowered.
mean,
Yeah.
The gliding.
I
the
agree.
music.
Yep.
Like, Knuckles has the best music tracks associated with him. Like, sure, Sonic's Green Hill theme is really good. Silver gets Dreams of an Absolution, which is okay. Shadow gets I Am All of Me and All Hail Shadow, which are objectively like peak-ass songs, but we're not gonna talk about him. But Knuckles, he gets the best damn music ever in Sonic Adventure 2.
And like, 1 too. 1's?
Yes, agreed. 1 too.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He's also
knows Pumpkin Hill
Sonic
because of
game
Knuckles.
too.
Yeah.
Sonic 3.
Sonic 3, baby!
Oh.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles, peak.
Peak.
Also, I just want to show you guys. So, Sonic 1, this character was released. Sonic 2, character was released, and Sonic 3.
Sonic
it's like
3.
Sega knew what they were doing. All right,
Exactly.
we're gonna go to the main villain, the man that cannot stop the blue blur, Dr. Ivo Robotnik, aka Eggman.
Oh
You know,
my
I
God.
gotta say,
Ivo Julian Warlord Robotnik III.
Ah,
You know what put him.
I gotta say here, guys, with Dr. Robotnik, he's kind of a perfect villain if you think about it. I mean,
He is.
For Sonic
with a lot
especially.
of
yeah.
Oh, agreed. With recent, like, especially, I'm gonna take Sonic out of the equation for a second, but when you look at recent media, they try to make villains very sympathetic. Dr. Eggman's just not very you can sympathize with him to an extent, but he's not completely sympathetic to where he's like you can relate to him to an emotional level. He's just very goofy, generic mustache twirling villain that wants to build an amusement park and turn furry creatures into robots. That's all you need. Peak.
Bonus
Absolutely.
points for them carrying those traits to the movie incarnation too. Like, they didn't dumb down Eggman for his live action incarnation. They just made that man absolute camp.
I would also
Exactly.
like to say Eggman is a badass. I know we keep referencing these two games, but Adventure 1 and especially Adventure 2,
Yes!
he's
Adventure 2.
Yes!
at his
Adventure 2 is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
yeah.
The only reason why I had fun playing a mech stage was because it was Eggman.
Oh yeah, you get to play as Eggman, the only playable character, or the only time he's playable in a main Sonic game, I believe, right?
It's
Yeah.
Adventure
I'm pretty
Battle,
sure.
I believe.
Unless you count Mario and Sonic, but I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. If we counted Mario and Sonic, a lot of characters that shouldn't be mainline would be mainline because they've
Oh
appeared
god, I
in
don't even
like
want to think of those
5 or
implications.
6 games.
You know where to put
Oh my
him.
god.
Yeah.
Where to
Don't
put him?
praise
I
him.
think
That man up there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
as much
I
as
really
he's a
do think
goofball,
you speak.
yeah,
Peak design too,
I
honestly.
think Eggman is more of a goofball. Let's be real here.
yeah.
Yeah, but I actually do think the modern version, I'm not sure it's how it take, but I think they improved it on the modern version.
Oh, they did, 100%.
There's not that many characters in my opinion who did that, but he's one of them.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Eggman peak.
Eggman peak.
Is that?
Alright, we're
who's the
going
next
to.
character? Is that who I think it is?
So that is Bark, the polar bear. He's a very obscure character that got released in Sonic the Fighters, and technically the next 3 characters are all in the trio with Bark.
Team
Mean, and
Hooligan.
Team Hooligan.
Oh, yes.
Also, on a side note, I wish this was a team on Sonic Heroes, but
Oh my god.
Oh,
That'd be
my
cool as hell.
God.
that would
If
have.
this would piss people off, I call him Piss Bear.
I mean, it's set up to be a
Oh
team.
my
You got
God, don't even-
Fang, Bean the Flyer, and then Bark the Power.
Yeah, Bean, Bark, and Fang. Team Hooligan.
But
They look like hooligans.
I know.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
it's a
I
shame.
I like
great.
bears. I really
Listen-
like bears being in Sonic personally. But like, man, he should have just been white. He really is kind of a piss bear.
yes.
This is why I call him Piss Bear. Listen, don't hate to Bark. Just he's Piss Bear. He's mid. His design's
He's
mid.
mid.
Bear.
Honestly,
Like, he does not look like a bear at all either. He resembles nothing of a bear.
Yeah.
there was only one thing that elevates him for me personally to not bad, and it is his portrayal in Sonic Universe from the Sonic Archie comics, specifically the arc Treasure Team Tango, because it shows that Bean, Bark, and Fang, they actually do work really well together. They're a good team.
Yeah.
It's just Fang has an ego complex and Bean's an idiot. We love Bean in this house, but he's brain dead.
Yep. Also, for,
Yeah, Bark is wasted potential, or like he has potential, but they just don't do anything with him.
Yep. That's what I was gonna
I
say
guess-
to
I
our
guess-
viewer. Oh, go ahead.
I guess moving to not bad then, because wasted potential is just not bad.
Yeah,
And
he's just
I think design-wise, it could have been just a bit better executed. Like that yellow, just what the hell?
Yeah.
did
I
they
really
do?
do think literally just making him white, he'd be kind of more of a peak design.
Right?
Not like
I
peak,
just- I
honestly,
just
but like
think-
he'd just be so much better.
Also, his first game being Sonic the Fighters and its polygonal style does not
Yeah,
translate really
And that's
well
his
for a
only.
player.
That's his only game
Yeah.
too. That's the sad thing.
That's sad. Like,
Yeah.
bro needs to be in the main series again. Bring back Team Hooligan.
Exactly. I mean, they brought back Fang.
right.
Fang is a fan
Yeah, they
favorite,
brought back
but
Fang, but
but-
not Bean and Bark. Like, bring back the whole team.
yep.
Please,
Also,
Sega.
also, speaking of Fang, we're ranking this
There
man.
he is.
Fang the Sniper
Oh.
slash Knack the Weasel. Why does he have 2 different names?
I don't know. Oh, I read this one. So apparently Sega thought that it would sound cooler in North America if he had the name Fang, and in Japan he's called Knack. So
Okay.
Man,
I'd
how
say
about
he's,
you?
pre-
How about you
he's pretty
translate?
great. He's pretty
I-
great,
not
honestly.
sure. I would argue too.
He's
Fang
got
is
great, he's got great design. He makes a comeback. Like he makes an
Yeah.
I like
appearance.
that he's a
throughout the game.
gunslinger.
Yeah.
He's a
Is
he's a
he like
gunslinger.
the main villain of
I love
Superstars?
gunslingers, you know.
He's one of the main villains. Yes. Actually, no, he is the main
Okay.
villain. Yes, you're right.
Okay, so yeah, he's at least more relevant now than he was before. Like, unlike Bean and Bark, Fang has made a comeback.
Oh yeah.
Like Frieza said, he's made a comeback.
Exactly.
I haven't played Superstars, so I don't know like how Fang does his thing, but I do know that he works in tandem with another character that was added in Superstars,
Yep. Which is the
who's
name.
also on this list.
Yep. By the name of Trip, but we're gonna get to
The
her.
Sun Gazer. We'll get to my sweet baby girl in a minute.
Bean.
Oh, I love Bean. He's such an idiot.
I mean, let's be honest. He's better
He's
than
not
Bark.
bad. He's better than Bark.
Bark, at least. I think he deserves the not bad.
Yeah. His design, it actually looks good. He makes sense. Like, I can't hate on it, and I'm biased because as a kid, I saw Green and I saw this guy. I was like, dude, this guy's pretty cool.
Yep. I love the wanted posters of Bark and Bean during Sonic Generations. If you knew the little Easter egg.
Big sad Fang wasn't there.
Yeah, but Fang made a return, so he's formally a part of the Sonic universe now. All
Another
right.
point in Bean's corner is that he can cause explosions. Like, he can cause explosives to explode basically on command.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Like, that's a goated power. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I think that's cool.
Power.
I feel that JoJo stand power.
He's literally got that Yoshikage Kira stand. What's the Killer Queen?
Killer Queen.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. All
Oh
right.
boy.
Okay.
This team
We're
is up
first of many memes or side or fan favorite characters or fan made characters. Sonic.exe.
I've said my piece about Mr. Public
know what?
Domain over here.
I played the little like
The game.
fan-made game.
Yeah.
I'd say it's actually pretty. I'd say he belongs in the. I don't want to say he's great. I want to say it's not bad, because like to be fair, of the meme characters and the creepypasta characters, it's pretty recognizable. It's like pretty well known, but I just think like it's just like every other creepypasta copypasta. It's okay.
I'll be
Not bad.
honest. He's kind of mid, if I'm gonna be honest.
Ooh.
I'm with Bats. I'm with Bats. Sonic EXE was my introduction into like full-on creepypasta horror, and even then, when I was a little youngin', I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Get this garbage out.
I'm
of here.
gonna
Exactly.
I'm gonna piggyback off of Beebs here real quick. In middle school he was probably really cool, but it's
Yeah.
2025 and there's just other creepier and cooler things out there.
Absolutely, Lord X is right there.
Yep. Also, Plank, do you want to break the tie? Because I'm gonna play neutral on this part.
We got one vote for not bad, 2 votes for mid.
Oh, so it's not a tie. Okay.
I think.
No, so right now there's 2 votes for mid and 1 vote for
It's
not bad.
Bats and I are voting for mid. Frieza is not bad. You were abstaining, Blue. So Plank, you can either make this a tie or just push him down a tier.
Oh. I think Plank is gone.
Oh dear.
Oh, well,
Oh wait, are we keeping him in not bad or are we putting him in mid?
Or are you moving him
Because
down?
we're moving him
Yeah.
down. Yeah, I forgot.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
Oh,
He's back.
hello?
yes, I'll Plank.
Plank. You live?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
kind of echoing.
Before, but I couldn't say anything. I was gonna say that he's mid.
Ah, okay. So there's an
Okay, so that's a
overwhelming vote for
definitive
mid.
for mid.
Okay.
Rippin' pissy, XE.
All right, we're gonna move on to.
Speaking of
Oh my.
mid.
Okay,
Princess Elise.
Trash.
I'm also gonna vote trash. I'm removing my abstain card. I'm not sure. I'm gonna let you guys speak first before I speak. Go right ahead.
I would like to. I'm going to speak my piece on this. She's worse than Princess Peach in getting kidnapped.
Oh yeah.
At least Princess Peach gets kidnapped in the games. In Sonic 06, she gets kidnapped like 15 times. Like that is ridiculous.
Yep. Also, let's not
I don't
forget
like the
she's
design either.
she's also responsible for Sonic dying, basically, and splitting the
Oh my
timeline into
God,
two.
you're so
Okay.
right. Yeah.
As the group's resident, okay, so a little bit of quick backstory for the patrons. My first actual Sonic game was Sonic Rush, but my first mainline Sonic game was unfortunately Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. I am a little bit of an 06 defender,
Unfortunate.
Okay.
a little bit,
A little bit.
and I'm gonna say Elise was not the cause of Sonic dying,
Okay.
but he.
Heavily
him dying
influenced.
him dying facilitated the split of the timeline that really didn't need to happen. She is also responsible for the most infamous moment of 06, aside from it being a glitchy mess, which is, as small spoiler warning, the kiss.
Yep. If we haven't
Yeah.
spoiled enough already.
I've never beaten the game, but I know about that kiss, and it makes me want to yak. I don't think she's trash, because she does give you the ability to walk on otherwise killable surfaces. But at the same time, trash is kind of where she belongs. I feel really bad. Like, ugh.
It's
I don't know.
No.
I don't like her design that much personally.
yeah.
She's just a girl. She's just a person.
Yeah, like exactly. She's just like a dude. I'm
Then
sorry,
again,
girl-
you could technically
a
say the
girl.
same thing about Maria.
Mhm.
She's just a girl.
Yeah, I guess so, but I don't know. Maria kind of speaks more for the story.
Yeah.
It doesn't really help
She's-
that the 06 designs. Like, have you seen Eggman in 06? He's
Yes, he's
hideous.
Awful.
He's hideous. So
Yeah.
it doesn't
Oh,
help
yeah.
with Elise. Yeah.
The only good thing that came out of 06 was Silver the fucking Hedgehog.
Oh yeah. Peak
Oh,
boy.
and also
Also-
Metal Smirk, but I will die on that hill.
And Blaze,
Not-
but let's not forget about
And
that.
Blaze.
Yep.
Well, no, Blaze was in Rush.
Blaze
Let's
was in
not get
Rush.
twisted. Blaze was in Rush.
but she got
That was her
retconned.
first
Yeah.
appearance.
She got okay. We're gonna hold off that
We're getting
conversation
off
until
topic.
yeah.
Elise is in the trash tier.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
also,
Sorry, Curly Pop.
also want to mention the whole Elise not being able to cry thing, or else she like, because she's the
Oh my
English
God.
trigger or whatever. Is such a dumb plot point to an already dumb plot. Trash.
Very
That's
funny.
I played 06 for Silver the Hedgehog and Mephiles the Dark and Shadow. That's all I did.
I don't know what her dad was thinking. Just that, my opinion.
Terrible father. Terrible father.
Terrible father. 0 points for the Duke of Soliana.
Yep. All right. Next, this has to be one of my
Omega!
this
Peak.
peak. I'm holding up my P card too.
Yeah, no, Omega's so peak.
Omega
Sonic
is so
Heroes and
Yep.
opening for Team Dark.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
It's funny.
He's
I would
like
commit
insane.
war crimes for
So-
Oh,
anyone
don't
who-
forget Shadow the
Oh,
Hedgehog. He
Omega.
kills Eggman in one of the endings.
Yes, he
Yeah.
does. Yes, he
He's
does. Honestly, after that casino boss, like after that slot machine boss, who wouldn't kill Eggman? Omega was in
Eggman.
the right.
Also, it's funny. So viewers, Omega is the successor to Gamma, who was also a fan favorite back then. But spoiler alert, he got destroyed. So Sega wanted to bring back a robot-like character, and Omega has successfully,
Oh my
Build
god,
that role.
absolute
I
king.
absolutely
The
love
goat.
Omega.
especially in
The
Heroes and
Yeah.
Shadow the
I just-
Hedgehog.
I
Honestly,
just noticed. Look at our top 3 peaks. They're all red.
Oh yeah, Red has something. I mean,
Well, red's just a cool fucking color.
except for
Agreed.
Zavok. Zavok
Except for Zavok.
is.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
we'll get to him.
We'll get to him.
Get to him.
Zavik. Well, yeah, we'll get to him. We'll get to him. We
Yep.
got Zavik opinions.
I have my opinions. I have my
Alright.
opinions.
All right,
Oh
Rouge,
my lord.
the
Yes,
bat,
ma'am.
Ooh.
the
Oh my
seductress,
goodness.
the female bat.
Rouge is honestly, as
I'm-
again, recently beating Adventure 2. Mad Space made me want to actually commit Sudoku. I wanted out. It was terrible, but I do love Rouge as a character. I love that she's being more of a friend towards characters like Shadow and Knuckles, where it's like she doesn't have explicit romantic tension with them, but you could see it. She's also really fucking good at her job.
She is. My only
Like,
controversial take, I would say, about Rouge is in Sonic Heroes, she kind of just forgot that Shadow was with her in Adventure 2.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
But
it
I'm not
doesn't-
holding that. I'm not holding that against her. But you guys can continue talking. Sorry.
Give
Weird
her
writing.
Melanin back.
Rouge is a great character. I don't know about peak, but great character for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
She actually is a very, I think, complicated and very complex character. Besides being just, oh look, she's actually kind of pretty. But she's actually really cool. I love in Sonic X is where I think of her most memorable, because she has very funny moments with like Knuckles and with Agent Topaz. Like, she is a really, really cool character, and I wish to see her more, but we haven't really gotten a lot of her in recent medias besides maybe the Sonic Boom and that weird crossover
Prime.
time
Prime.
show.
She's back in Prime.
She's back in Prime.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, no, I want to see more of her. She's a really cool character.
Yeah. Sega's
I agree.
slowly starting to bring her back, actually. But yeah.
I'm happy they are bringing her back.
I
When you
will
talk
say-
about awesome female characters, she's up there. I would put her. I think Great is perfect because that way we can slight the simps while also praise the character.
Oh yeah.
There you
She's
go.
the
The
best.
Sims.
Yeah,
She is baddie. She's
I will
bad.
say
The
there,
bad is a
there
baddie.
there is one thing that I will say about Rouge's design, and it's that if you notice in Sonic Adventure 2, she's so much tanner, and then she just gets progressively lighter in every other appearance. They whitewashed Rouge.
Yeah, that's actually a good.
Charlie had so
The-
same with Knuckles. They both had
How'd
so
you
much
manage that,
melanin,
Sega?
and then they just got white.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh my
bring back her melanin.
Yeah,
Exactly. Bring back her melanin.
The melanin. All right. I think this is
We all
a
know
fan
where he's
favorite.
going.
I think he needs no introduction.
Put my boy
Yeah,
up there.
that's easy peak.
Easy
Easy
peek.
peek.
Do we need an introduction to
Yeah.
Shadow, the
no,
I
no.
love
those
Latinas.
the Latina loving?
My absolute goat.
I don't think Shadow even needs an instruction.
He really
He's
does it.
Just like me for real.
And keeping
Do
the
y'all
theme
think
with
I can
red.
play the clip? Do y'all think I can play the clip, or are we gonna get struck?
I just love Latinas, Sonic.
Aw. You know what?
Adios,
Screw it.
amigos.
Screw it. We'll keep it in. Thank you, Beebs, for that.
You're welcome.
I mean,
Yep.
Thank you for putting it on the soundboard.
Yep.
I mean,
So good.
Shadow now, every time I think of him, I think of Keanu Reeves. And the fact that his game honestly is better than Heroes, and the fact that he holds a Glock makes him peak.
The Glock.
Off the clock! Better than Heroes?
This is
Man,
my
you're saying
favorite
that
game.
number one
It's
Heroes
bullshit.
defender in chat, too!
Yeah.
Like, woohoo!
Listen.
Sonic Adventure 2 is
broke-
great, but
I
Heroes
think
to
broke
me
Blue's
was like
heart.
that hurt me, man.
Listen,
You
I'm
just
here.
broke Blue and Frieza, damn!
Aw.
Listen, I'm here to fight tonight.
No, honestly, but I'm right there with you, brother. I'm
I'm
right
s-
there with you.
I'm saving
Like,
that for Team Chaotix, but hold on. We're gonna get to that.
I'm right there with you, Bats. Like, Shadow the Hedgehog as a game is it's got its faults. The homing attack makes me want to die.
Oh yeah.
Like, it
Triangle
is
jumping
really
sucks.
good. Triangle jumping sucks.
Yep.
Facts. But
Aw.
it introduced the world full force to the absolute powerhouse that is Shadow the goddamn Hedgehog.
Yep.
That's like
Agreed.
the most screw Sonic. Shadow is the mascot now.
He
Like,
is.
Shadow
Amen.
has
Oh,
been
easily.
given so much more love by Sega than even Sonic has. Do we need to talk about Shadow Generations? I will ramble
Him
about
and
that game for
Smash.
an hour.
Oh yeah.
I am also going to say this too. Shadow, like, yeah, his DLC in Forza sucks. We can all
That's
agree. I think
fair.
we
Yeah.
probably all agree.
Yeah. I mean,
We all
but
know
it's
it's shit.
because of forces. But continue.
Yeah, it
Bad.
wasn't bad because of Shadow. It was bad because of Forces.
But let's call it for what it is. Shadow is a cool character, and yes, he has a lot of badass moments. He rides a motorcycle. You know, in his first appearance, he literally kicks Sonic's ass. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
He establishes his
Gotta do
dominance.
that as a villain. Our rival
He
Sonic.
is the better hedgehog.
Yep. Also, just one more comment I want to mention. Keanu Reeves, for you viewers, is my favorite actor or live action actor of all time. And the fact that he got mixed with literally one of my favorite characters of all time, I was so happy. When
I didn't know
Sonic
you were a
Reeves-
Keanu fanboy, Blue.
Oh yeah, I am Keanu
You're beast
Reeves.
as hell, brother.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I mean, The Matrix is my favorite movie franchise of all time.
Yeah,
So
the
that
loves the Matrix, bro.
the fact that Paramount
Hell
got
yeah,
Keanu
brother.
Reeves on, oh my god, that hit my soul so hard.
Yeah, they absolutely cooked with the live action casting for Shadow. Like, there could be no one else.
Yup, literally,
Like,
he
you
fits
had
it
to
perfectly.
get one celebrity and he was perfect.
And he enjoyed it too. He enjoyed it.
This Shadow's awesome.
Yeah.
Give me the Shadow miniseries, Paramount. Release that shit,
Yup. All right.
please.
Back to the listing.
Back
Whisper
to
the
it, baby
Wolf.
girl, whisper.
So I don't
God.
know.
I could-
Admittedly,
I could nap
yeah.
for hours about her.
Me neither. I don't know enough about the comics.
yeah,
but
I'm
like
gonna
it.
hold off. But Beebs, if you wanna talk about Whisper the
Okay,
Wolf.
so brief introduction to Whisper. Her only playable appearance has been in a mobile app, Sonic Forces Speed Battle, but she is part of the IDW line of Sonic comics. She is a member of a gang called the Diamond Cutters, all of whom, except for her and another character, I'm not going to spoil who, met a very tragic fate. She is traumatized as a result, but she is a very interesting character due to the fact that she is the only Sonic character in recent memory, I think, to actually wield wisps from Sonic Colors as a weapon. That is the big thing she's holding. That's a gun. She's able to load that with different wisps and use them as ammo.
That's like the
she's
Avatar.
So cool. It is like the Avatar. And fun fact, speaking of, I know it's coming up, but fun fact about Whisper, her design was actually based on a wolf character created by one of the Sonic Forces devs.
Oh,
They just
we're talking
made
about
the
one of these
avatar.
OCs.
They made the avatar, thought it looked cool, and then got an actual character designer to flesh her out into a playable state.
That's really
She
cool.
just needs to be in more media. I think she's great. She would be peak if she was in more games.
Yeah,
Like, I want a fully playable Whisper the Wolf, damn it.
Ian Flynn needs to
There are
make her
mods
canon.
for her. Please.
Yep.
Her and like the rest of the good IDW comic characters. I say good because I am discounting Starline from that. To hell with Dr. Starline. Eggman ripoff.
I mean, with what you said, Beebs, I think we should just put Whisper at a great. How about
Yeah,
you, gang?
Whisper belongs in great tier.
I agree. I think her design's peak, and so far I'm liking the inspirations.
They did something good with forces. What a shock.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the one thing to
cute,
come out of
though, like,
Forces. That's good.
They used the game like how it was supposed to be. It's kind of fun.
Yep. All right. Next, Tangle the Lemur, who's actually canon and was mentioned in Sonic Frontiers as a little Easter egg. So.
She is also from the IDW comics and is commonly paired up with Whisper as her best friend, partner. They could be girlfriends, we don't know.
And I would like to argue Tangle is peak. I do know a little bit about Tangle at least, but you know, I wish like if she was an actual playable character in any future Sonic games, her abilities would be huge. Like I hope Sega opens up the door to like make us play as Knuckles or Amy again, like we had in the DLC for Sonic Frontiers. You know, and I think Tangle would be.
Agreed. Tangle would be
That'd be
really
awesome.
fun playable.
I like the tail powers. I know about that.
Yeah.
I
think
think
she's
put her next to her girlfriend. They
Yep.
deserve to be
Yeah.
together.
All right. Next, Chris
Oh my god.
Dorn.
Oh, from X.
Yep, we're doing some X characters.
Put him in the garbage, please.
Do we need an
Get
introduction?
this annoying kid out of here. No, listen. Sega or whoever made Sonic X, please stop. And this is just future reference, Sega. Please stop making human characters a main thing in Sonic's things. It never works.
It never does. I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I mean, it worked once in the movies with
Oh
Agent
yeah,
Yeah, I
Stone.
guess
oh
so.
yeah. But in the you're right. All right.
In the actual games, though, yeah, no. Can we not focus on human characters? Chris is like the only thing, and I'm gonna sound terrible for saying this. I've actually never watched Sonic X. It came out, I think when did X come out? Was it
During
like
the 4
2000?
Kids era, so 2003.
Yeah, like 2003
Yeah, okay, I was like-
or 4 probably.
Also-
Okay, so I was like 2 years old.
It came out
I-
the same. No, that's not true.
Nope, 2003. 3 seasons.
Yeah. Okay, so I was 2 years old.
Yep.
I never watched Sonic X, but even I know that Chris is a terrible character,
Oh yeah.
and he has the unfortunate distinction of not being the first thing I think of when I hear the word Chris and Sonic.
That's very true, honestly.
You will
That's
understand.
a big
You
point.
see why? It's between Zamek and Metal. You know why?
Chris,
Ugh.
I don't think he's the worst human character, but he's definitely like not great. I think he just gets that syndrome of why is he here?
All right.
Now,
But
there's-
is he better
I
than
wish there was more.
Elise? That's the main
Yeah,
question
better
here.
than Elise. Way
Yes,
better
better
than
than
Elise.
Okay.
Elise.
That says something.
The worst human Sonic character is Abraham Towers.
Don't
like-
even get me started.
I like how we established our
Sonic
absolute
X.
trash already.
Sonic X would have been so much better without Chris. I swear to God.
Oh yeah.
You are
100%.
so right.
But it
From
sucks
what
because
I gathered, you are so right.
but he's such a focal point at X that's so annoying. Like he's the annoying kid that's like, where's Sonic? Where's Sonic? Like, oh my god.
Where's Sonic?
Shut up.
Well,
Get a life.
the sad part is, Blue, the animation is great, and I think there were some good ideas in Sonic X.
Oh, yeah, it
it's
was
just
peak.
completely bogged down by Chris.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Chris
Chris
alone.
ruined Sonic X.
does.
To be fair, he is in the comics too. Actually,
Oh,
Yes, he is. I think
he's in the
like,
comics, and
makes
he's not that. He's the same in some episodes, but like I think he wasn't the worst. But I think like for a human character, they could have done so much better for him.
Garbanzo.
He looks like Sora also.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on. I think we talked way longer about Chris Thorndyke than I thought we would.
That was more of a rant. to be
Yeah,
perfectly
we
honest,
just need
on
to
all
vent.
of our ends.
Yeah. All right. The better Sonic X character, Agent Topaz, Rouge's sidekick.
I have,
like
no,
her.
I have no stake in this. I have no stake in this. Like I said, I never watched
she
it.
belongs in great with
I think she belongs in great with
She's
Rouge.
pretty.
Max,
I like
Max
her.
and Rouge
She's
too.
pretty, she's actually kind of cool, and I think I like in Sonic X her dynamic with Rouge. It's like really funny because Rouge is still like somewhat a criminal.
Yep.
Actually, not even somewhat, still a criminal, and it like still works with her.
But she was the only, like, I would say the only person that really got through Rouge, and like really, they had some emotional connection to one another.
Yeah,
Not saying they were
exactly,
dating
right.
and all, but like,
No,
Topaz was-
exactly. I think
Yeah.
for a character to have that connection, and then like change Rouge a little bit, I thought that was really great, and it was always a good time seeing these two together.
oh yeah, it was always. I like their whole like bickering, and it's like a love and hate relationship with them. It's always funny seeing how they always talk. But she generally cried when like Rouge. Spoiler alert for Sonic X, but when they get transported to their actual home world back from the human world, Topaz literally
yeah.
broke down crying about Rouge leaving. It was a heartfelt moment, you know.
Damn, now I need to watch Sonic X.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
these two. I feel like
should.
Beebs,
You definitely should.
you would like these two. All right, I think that is Marlena from Black Knight.
From Black Knight, yeah, that looks like her.
Yep.
I've
that
never
is-
played
her.
Black Knight, but I hope to eventually.
Yeah,
I-
that's one of the storybook games. So, yep.
I actually played Black Knight. This is that's the only storybook game I played between that and
I do not know
Secret
this
Rings.
one.
Secret Rings.
Yeah, I don't
Spoiler
have
alert,
much stake
sucks.
here.
But go ahead.
Yeah, so Merlina. Honestly, like she was okay, spoiler alert for Sonic and the Black Knight for everyone in this call and also for our viewers. Merlina being the twist villain was kind of like a wow.
Was
Like,
not
a
expecting
genuinely
that.
it was not. It was a
Yeah, me
genuinely
neither.
good twist villain because you spend the whole game trying to fight King Arthur and all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, the person who actually summoned me is the problem? Uh-oh.
Yep.
Like I like her in that sense, in like the twist villain sense. She's not awful. But at the same time she's kind of nothing. Like the storybook games don't really go into detail about their characters too much.
But it's sad to say because Marlena, it's
She's
Black.
cool.
She is cool, and I
She's
love the
really
twist
cool.
at the end of the game. Like the fact that she became the villain, and like Sonic changes into like King Arthur. I forgot the
Excalibur Sonic.
Yeah, Excalibur Sonic. Like it's so badass. But I would say though, Black Knight was this might be a controversial take, but Black Knight was the last game that Sega actually cared about stories. And
It was
making
the
it
best out of the storybook games, in my
It-
humble opinion.
Oh,
It was like, waggle motion aside, yes, we all know that the Wii's waggle motion controls were a big selling point with Black Knight.
Yeah.
Putting those to the side, Black Knight had such a compelling and really cool story. Like, it's Sonic in the medieval age.
Exactly.
You have versions of his friends that are the Knights of the Round Table. Sir Lancelot, hello, Shadow with a sword, Silver with a sword, Blaze with a sword.
Oh my
Give
god.
more Sonic character swords.
Don't mention
Antoine
Blaze.
is right there.
I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the cover of the game, it makes me think like this isn't real. I don't know why. Just seeing Sonic with a sword is so cursed.
Oh, yeah.
So good though. The
Makes
only
sense.
downside is that the
Makes
sword
sense.
doesn't stop yapping.
And let's not mention the art style here too. It was
Yeah.
so
So
good.
so good.
It is.
Black Knight appreciation, baby.
Oh yeah. I
Like
love
look at
the
the look at the art from Speed Battle of Sir Percival, Sir Lancelot, and I think Sir Galahad. I think that's what Knuckles
Yeah, I
was.
need to play this game for sure. I need to play this.
Yeah,
This
play,
is-
like look at Sir Lancelot. Shadow
Data
with
model,
the sword,
probably.
baby.
I love this art style so much.
What was
Yeah, this
Blaze's
is a
name?
game to
I
play.
forgot.
I think it was Sir Percival. I
This is
love
a
my cat.
rapier too. A rapier is
I
really
think
cool.
the rapier.
Yeah, it is. It's a very fine.
Yeah,
It's a rapier.
sword.
I used one of those. Hey.
Oh, I forgot Knuckles was one of the knights as well, but he's still
Yeah,
peak.
I forget-
isn't Sir-
Look at all
Sir
the
Gal-
reactions.
I think it's no, it's not
It's
Galahad.
Gawain.
Galahad's
Sir
Sir
Gawain. It's Sir Gawain.
Sir Gawain, yes.
Gawain. Sorry.
Oh, let's
I
not
don't
forget
know
about
if I'm
Amy
pronouncing it
too.
right.
She was.
A cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
look
Sonic
at
and the
this.
Black Knight was such a cool game, just in like the universe that it was set in the story, in the twist villain. Hell, even the normal villain, King Arthur, he was really cool.
He was.
And it's just sad that Merlina and by extension the rest of Black Knight is just forgotten because of that.
Yep.
She's a like, it
It's-
makes me sad, man. It
Yeah.
makes me really sad.
Eventually, one of our podcasts, I do want to talk about separate Sonic games, and I would go into full detail with Black Knight. Black Knight is.
I would
such-
like to yap about Black Knight in 06 with you guys.
I'll join you, Beebs. Don't
Let's
worry.
go.
Yep.
Back to it.
Back to mid. Okay,
I'm-
we're
Oh,
working this.
boy.
What
Okay.
is this?
I will say.
I don't
Let the
care.
rest of y'all talk first. I'll let the rest of y'all talk first, and then I'll say my piece.
I will say this. It was an interesting idea Sega put forward to have your own character that you could create in a game. The problem is it was in Sonic Forces, and the character doesn't speak, has no development, and quite frankly, just the fact that he uses whips is kind of cool, but he's only limited to like 1-to-1, and it's kind of trash. I would say mid, but because it's Forces, I'd say trash, because he's really just a nothing character.
Oh, yeesh. Okay. Beebs, you wanna talk?
Freiza, do you have anything to say before I say my piece?
Oh yeah. Sorry, Freiza.
Let me see. Not really. I don't really have much to say.
For the
Blank.
OC.
I feel a similar way, but I will say that I appreciate the fact that they did inspired off the fact that people like making their own Sonic OCs. I do think that's kind of nice that they acknowledge that,
Yeah.
but it's kind of wasted potential, I think.
All right, Beebs. Before you talk,
Yeah,
I do want
so-
to state.
I was
my
about to say,
stake.
you first. You
Yep.
first, Blue.
Yes, I-
I'll end this segment.
Yeah, I feel like you have a good one to talk about here. But just comparing, I mean, it's cool. Like Plank said, it is very cool that you can create your own character. Now, I wouldn't put it in trash because there's Chris Thorndike and Princess Elise there. I don't think it's as bad as them. That's all I need to say.
So I'm with you on that one, Blue. The Avatar in Forces. I feel like, yes, it was very, very poorly executed. But I would argue that it deserves to be in mid-tier solely because how good the Avatar is dependent on the species.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can choose from a bunch of different species and every single one has a different perk. Like some of them have a better jump. I think it's the bird has like a better jump.
Yeah, they have
Sounds right.
perks.
Some of them can like attract rings. And it's like, you can't just fault the avatar as a whole because it's different for everybody. Like it is a unique character, and Sega has been very drought. Like they've been in a drought of really unique characters.
Oh yeah.
It's all just bringing back old characters. I think the Avatar was the last like unique thing that they did.
Pretty much. And Frontiers
And-
didn't even try that again. I mean, they were just like, yeah, screw it.
Frontiers, the only unique element about that was Sage, and even then, it's like,
Oh,
bleh.
you know who's not on this list? Sage.
Boom.
Jade?
I
Oh
did
yeah,
not
we're
add
missing Sage.
Oh, that's my fault, viewers. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, gang.
Sage is with Agent Stone in the honorable mentions corner.
Yeah.
Like,
Correct.
yeah, I think that the Avatar deserves to be in mid, but I also feel like if Sega had put, hiccups. If Sega had put more thought into developing it, into giving it a voice, more like letting you like choose the personality, like some things that it would do in certain situations, allowing you to pull a whisper and use more than one wisp, it has the potential to be really, really good.
But
But
guess
the way it deserves to be in mid. It is not as bad as Chris Thorndike and Elise, though.
yes, that's what I
Yeah,
argue too.
definitely.
It gets to stay out of the trash fire.
Also,
it is
let's-
Yeah.
comfortable
did we-
where it is.
Did we not mention it's in Sonic Forces, so
Yeah, it's also,
it automatically
I feel
goes
like
in
that's a
mid.
given. That's a given.
Yeah.
It's in forces.
Yep.
But a special point goes to the fact that you can use like really fun customization stuff. That reference other Sega properties, like the Jet Set Radio stuff, Puyo Puyo.
Jet
On
Set
PC,
Radio.
there's a Persona pack where you can get Joker's mask and jacket. I'm biased on that. I'm the resident Persona fan of the group, but yeah, it has cool elements to it. It's just in Sonic Forces and does not, and it's just not like well executed.
Yep. Also, I mistakenly put Merlina at mid. I think she belongs in not bad. Do you
Yeah,
all
he
agree?
needs to move up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, she's not terrible. All right. Gamma.
Gamma.
E102.
think-
Poor soul. He was introduced in Sonic Adventure for you viewers. He had a very
Didn't
tragic.
he also die in Adventure?
He did, but it was for a reasonable cause that brings up a philosophical question that he wanted to free himself because, as you all know, viewers, Eggman likes to trap animals into his robots. And E102 had a life reckoning and realization that, hey, I feel bad for actually harming animals and keeping them in my own bodies. So he kills his own brothers, E101, 3, 4, and 5, and rescues them by destroying their bodies, releasing the birds. And he has his older brother, E101, destroy him so his bird can be free.
That's depressing as hell,
That's
man.
so good. He deserves minimum great, honestly, because we wouldn't
Yeah,
have him.
Absolutely.
I would
And
argue.
honestly, he's such a cool character.
I,
You would
Frank is
argue
mine
peak?
too.
You
I
can
would-
definitely argue peak.
okay, I don't want to put him in peak without your guys' permission, but
No,
what do
you
you
can
guys
definitely
think?
argue it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I don't have a horse in this race. I never played Adventure 1. I recently, like I've said, I recently just completed the hero story of Adventure 2. So I have no stake in where Gamma goes. I'll be content either way so long as he's not in trash.
I would like to mention too, in Adventure 1, his gameplay style is very fun. I mean, it's the same thing as the Tails mech, but it's actually very fun in this game, where you just smash and just continue going. But yeah, I'm gonna keep him at great just so you guys, because I know you guys don't know him as well, but I feel like in the peak tier, I feel like we should all know that character. So as much as I want to put him at peak, I'll leave him at great for now.
Okay.
Yep. All right, Charmy the Bee.
Worst of
Okay.
the chaotics.
Oh, yeah.
I agree, but he's still not like terrible.
Yeah.
I'd say Charmy's not bad. He's I think he's like canonically like 8.
That's hard to
He's
judge.
he's a little kid. Like
Even
I feel like
worse.
I feel like you can't get too mad at him just because he's an annoying little kid. Kids are annoying.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I've also
I
never
mean-
played. I've also never played Knuckles Chaotix, so maybe he does a
that
little
is
bit
an
more in
insane
that.
throwback right there. But yeah.
He's really good in that game. I know that, but I haven't
Did
played
y'all
it
not
either.
think I knew Knuckles Chaotix? What kind of plebeian do you think I am?
Plebeian.
What kind of pleb do you think I am? Yeah, I don't think he's not a bad character. They give him a fiance in the comics.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I did forget about that.
Shout
Holy
out to
cow.
Saffron, baby.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like he's a prince in the comics too. Like shout out to Saffron in the Bee Kingdom, y'all. Like Charmy's got something going for him in the Archie comics.
I think we all agree, not bad.
Not bad.
No, not
Okay.
bad.
Not bad.
Okay. Espio the Chameleon. I think
he's great.
I would argue
I'm
peak.
arguing peak.
I'm also
I'll
arguing
play
peak.
my
I think
favorite
he's
of
pushing
Chaotix
peak.
personally.
Pushing peak.
Yeah,
I
I'm with Blue.
say yeah. He's pretty
He's
cool
my
character.
fave out of them. That's just me.
He's unique too. He's very unique.
I mean, he's a
Bonus
ninja.
points.
He's a
Yeah.
freaking ninja.
Bonus points go to the one kernel of heroes information I have rattling around in my noggin.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I mean, Bats, if you have any argument against peak, I mean, I don't mind moving it down to great, but I think we're overwhelmingly pushing peak.
No, I mean, Peak's fine. He's cool.
Okay.
Are you more of a Vector man?
Oh, Vector.
Well, obviously, Vector is
my
the base
I
man.
love Vector. I would say
Honestly,
he's
I feel like Vector can also be argued for peak. Like, yeah,
he
sure,
also has
find
an
the
argument.
computer room.
That's
Yeah,
the
find
coolest
the
thing about
computer
the
room is
Chaotix.
annoying, but
room.
Find the computer room!
No, I
it's
love finding the
Vector.
computer room. It's awesome. It's so Oh, sorry. It's so awesome though.
You know, he's peak in my book.
It's
He's-
so
he's-
funny.
he's my
It
guy.
always makes me laugh.
Vector
Find,
can
like,
also
find the
get
computer
it.
room.
Yep.
Like,
Also-
Vector pulls Vanilla the Rabbit.
Yeah, I was about to
That's
say
what he does.
this
He
man
does.
was
He's
this man was
dope.
making the moves with a mom.
Scream's
you get
mom.
bonus points for that. That automatically puts
He's
you
not
to
the
peak.
stepdad. He's the dad that stepped up.
Oh yeah.
So
I
great.
want to be him so bad sometimes. He's got drip.
All right, we're gonna move on to Trip the Sun Gazer, who is a very new character. I think one of
Rip.
the newest characters in the Sonic
She
franchise.
is. She's from Superstars.
Yep, she's from Superstars.
She's baby.
I like her design, but I haven't played the game.
It's
I
Superstars
would
is a
say
good
she's
game.
great.
I think
I
yeah, Trip
would-
is great.
I would push Trip into great solely because, like, when you see her for the first time, you think, oh, that's a villain, and then you see how kind she is to animals, to nature. She doesn't really want to go along with Knack's plans, and it's like, aww, she's adorable. Like she has a conflict of morals
She
while
does.
working with Knack and Eggman. It's interesting. You don't see characters do that anymore.
Yeah.
And again, I gotta mention this. She turns into a dragon. That is huge.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god, she's so cool.
Her super form's a little derpy, but
Yeah,
hey, it's a dragon.
it's a dragon.
You got me there. It was kind of crazy.
Bats, do you have
Oh,
anything
Bats.
to say about Trip?
No. I mean, I don't really have any qualms in this race, so...
Sounds good to me, brother.
All right, we're
Next,
gonna-
Emerald.
The Gizoid, I think
Emerald?
that's his name. Yeah, Emerald.
Yes.
Mhm.
He
Introduced
is
in
indeed a
Sonic
Gizoid.
Battle, I
Battle?
believe. Yep, and reintroduced in Sonic Advance 3.
I think also he was also in Sonic X, if I have heard correctly.
He was.
I
and he
think
had-
so. I've seen screen caps of him, definitely.
Yep. He's a very cool character, audience, where he gets to mimic every character's powers. So, like, if
Also, he's
he
like
wa-
Taskmaster.
yeah, pretty much.
For the Marvel fans out there, Taskmaster, the person who can replicate anyone's fighting style.
Or Mega Man.
Oh my
Or
goodness.
Mega Man. I mean, I feel like Emerald doesn't have to kill people to get their powers.
Yeah, I guess that is
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Mega Man has to actually spill blood or oil.
Yeah. I guess that's just a difference of character. They're both robots.
They are.
Real, they are.
I think Emerald is great. I mean, I'm not sure about you all, Bats. Clank.
I have
Oh.
no horse in this race.
I like the design. I haven't played the game, but I like the design. I think Wright's good.
I mean, Sonic Battle, very obscure game, but this is
I
on
think
the
you gotta give
GBA.
Sonic credit.
It was a 3D game on the GBA. Like, that is insane.
With 2D sprites, it looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing you gotta give Sega. People, I'm not sure people still do this, but people complain about Sonic's fans all the time. But like, all the designs bang really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
Oh, 100%. Yep.
like, don't get me wrong, there are some shitty characters,
Just
but
look
for
at
the most
absolute
part,
trash tier.
I mean, every
Yeah, but,
franchise
like-
has shitty characters, so.
but like for the most part, when they introduce like a new character in a new Sonic game, it's always like really cool.
We're gonna move on to Big the Cat. Okay.
Worst part of Adventure, and he's really dumb and annoying trash.
He's
Good
voiced
statement,
by
Bats.
Duke Nukem.
Like,
He is.
He's voiced by Duke
Mind-blowing.
Nukem. Mind
I
blowing.
didn't
I
even
think
know
he's
that.
I don't think he's awful.
Mid character.
no, I think he's mid. He's
He likes to fish. If he likes to fish, he can't be a bad guy.
he can't, but like Adventure. If any of y'all played Adventure, his fishing mechanics are literally, and I cannot say this like softly, like it's one of the worst mechanics ever introduced in the franchise as a whole. Like it's so bad. That doesn't mean he's a bad character,
Worse
but
than Adventure 2's camera?
yes. Oh, 100%. Like you will be
Damn,
literally
really?
sitting there. I've literally sat there for like an hour. I counted this, trying to fish a fish. It's terrible.
Man, imagine fishing a fish. Couldn't
Yeah.
be me.
Couldn't be. Now his
I'll accept him being in mid.
yeah, but his good
Froggy.
old friend Froggy.
Froggy?
I think he's up there. I
Dude,
think
up
he's
with the frog and
He-
cheek, please.
I think
please.
Froggy might be
he-
peak as well.
I think he is peak.
Oh my god.
Yeah, listen,
Why is
he
Froggy
deserves
peak?
peak for all the trauma he's endured. I think he deserves peak for all the trauma.
So
then
I
s-
think he's
whoa,
not
whoa,
bad.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Then
He's not bad.
if
not
he
bad. We got a
deserves to be
Froggy-ator.
peak for all the trauma he's endured,
Boo.
then so does Big, because Big, if you have played Adventure 2, you can find Big in every single level, including life-threatening situations like the explosion of the Space Colony Ark. Big has been through that,
He's
trying to find
seen
this
all things.
motherfucker.
I'm not
He
sure.
has seen everything.
I'm not sure if you guys seen Adventure 1's cutscenes, but Big is like he's on Eggman's battleship in the middle of like chaos and like the world is about to end, and he's just
And
like
he's just fishing.
he's just no, not even fishing. He's
How
on
do you
the
survive
ship.
that?
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, I'm just here. I'm just here for Froggy.
How the hell did he survive that?
I don't know. He's big.
It's Big the cat, yo. It's Big the cat.
All right,
I
what
feel
are we
like
pushing
Froggy
here?
deserves to be in not bad.
Okay, not bad. Okay, yeah, I feel like not bad is good. How about you, Freiza? I think you also said not bad.
Yeah, I said not bad.
All right, Bats.
I'd say not bad as well.
All right.
Again, deserves a higher, deserves it more for all the trauma.
Yeah, Plank. And not bad.
Yeah, I think that's high enough. I mean, he's gone through a lot, but you know, I can't.
Yeah. Can't follow the guy, you know.
Yeah,
Can't fault
exactly.
the
We all have problems.
Yeah. All right.
Froggy.
We're going to a very controversial character, Amy Rose.
Hmm.
She can. I don't have an argument against between great and mid. Like,
I put her in the same
I'd
tier as
say-
Tails in my head.
yeah.
I
I don't
yeah,
rate her or
agree
anything.
with
She's just like
Plank.
around.
Yeah, she's not bad, but she's way too crazy for me. Although her hammer attacks are pretty cool, though.
I will say though, so before viewers, Amy Rose, she was love struck. She still is love struck for Sonic, but she has recently became her own girl boss and started to be independent and started doing her own shit. So that's good for her. But before and like,
Well, that's elite. Yeah.
yeah, but like in Adventure 2, Heroes, 06 especially, oh my god. She is
Well,
such
Adventure 2, I feel like she was actually kind of pragmatic in Adventure 2. Like, sure, she was in love with Sonic to a terribly obsessive degree, but she actually, like, got him out of prison, helped him and Tails escape the Ark. Like, she actually did something. In a
No,
lot of her
yeah.
appearances, she didn't really do much.
I would say too. I mean, those are good points, Beebs. But the very next game, she quite literally tries to force Sonic to marry him.
Time there's
No way out of burying me.
Yeah,
For her, yeah.
yeah, true.
It's. I like Amy as a
She's
character.
not bad. I
She's
like
not
her as a
bad.
character. She deserves to be in not bad.
Yeah.
But at the
I
same
agree.
time, oh man, what happened to her, man?
I mean, Sega has gradually started making her character better, and
which
that's
is
a
good.
thing. That's
About
good.
damn time.
Yep, because they heard all of the complaints that we had about her. I mean, she is the main female character for the franchise, so she would have to be represented pretty well. Hey patrons, so we decided to split our tier ranking into 2 parts. Sorry that it seemed like it ended abruptly. We also forgot some characters from this recording, but they'll be added into the second part. Stay tuned.